Okay, welcome back. This is the fifth part of the Minecraft Modern tutorial with Minecraft 1.6.2 and the Minecraft Forge API. This tutorial I'm going to do some kind of miscellaneous things that you would need to do to make your mod more complete. So I'm going to add a custom tab so that your creative items can be in the same tab or something like that, and I'm going to add a couple of achievements and show a couple of ways that you can make the player get the achievement. So first I'll just do the tab thing first because that seems like the best place to start. So I'm going to put this right at the top because if you want to put any of your blocks into the new tab in this class, then you'll need to have it at the top before initialize before you put anything in it. Okay, so public static as usual. Here we go, creative tabs. And I'm going to call it tutorial tab. And it's a new creative tabs. And give it an internal name. Should be quite familiar with this already. Okay, so that should be okay. Now, this is a bit different from normal. After you've put this in, you want to put a kind of inner class here. It's a bit strange if you've not done Java before, but in here you want to put public item stack, and it's a method called get icon item stack, and this basically tells Minecraft what to put as the little picture on the tab. And this is a method inside this little kind of structure here. And then you just want to return an item stack that has a picture in it. Return new item stack, and I'm going to return my what will I do? Item stack. Will that work? It might work. Let's just put the damage and the metadata values in, and it does. Excellent. I don't have to put that above there. Okay, so that will now have a tab on the second page that has the new stone as the icon, and everything that we want to put in this tutorial tab will be there. So, what happened there? Don't know what happened there. Okay, anyway, so now what I can do is this, instead of going to creative tabs tab block for this creative tab, I can put it into this new tutorial tab here. Okay. And that will now place this into the tab with that we've just created. I will also go to my new powder and change this, and just lucky it's static inside the tutorial mod class because I can just do this and tutorial tab. There we are. Okay, so that'll add our new stone block and our new powder item into that tutorial tab, and that's basically it for the tab. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that just now. I'll need to reload this actually. I'm going to show you that just now because next we're going to look at achievements, and I need to show you the achievement screen to explain where we're going to put the achievements. But I'll show you the tabs working just now. Okay, so let's just create a new world called tab. Just gonna put in creative so it makes it easier for me if I'm in a really kind of laggy place to get out of it. Okay, so come on. Okay, excellent. Just gonna get out of this jungle, which I always seem to be in when I spawn. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. Okay, so there we go. Once this achievement goes away, you'll see the button. So there's now 2 achievement pages. You go to here. There's our new stone. And you'll see that this has item group.tutorial tab just now, just because we haven't added the name for it yet. But I'm going to do that in a second. And there we go. There's our 2 things inside this tab. Okay, so the one thing I need to do is show you the achievements page. So this is the achievements page. And we're going to add something to this achievement page. Now, when you want to add something, you need to give it a position, and it's in the form of an X and Y coordinate. This taken inventory here is 0 and 0. So if you take away from X, it goes to the left. If you add on to X, it goes right. if you take away from Y, it goes up, and add Y, it goes down. So you can kind of work out where we're going to put these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a couple of achievements and put them over and up a bit from the start one, just so that it's out of the road and it's not going in front of anything else. So I'm going to quit out of this. Now first, as you've seen, that tab wasn't really named very nicely. So I'm going to go down and give it a name. Now, this is not the same as items and blocks. You can't just add a name, that will crash Minecraft. This is slightly different, but it's still language registry. Now you need an instance of language registry for this, and there's a method called add string localization, and you want this one here. The key is the object you want. So as you seen, that item was called item group.tutorial tab. So that if you don't know what your tab or whatever you're doing with string localization is called, go to it and see what it says and copy that in here. String lang is for different localizations and languages. I'm just going to put English US in there, and the value is what you want to call it. So I'm going to call it the tutorial tab, and that's you. That's how to add the name of string localization. Yep. Okay. So that's that. So that tab is now finished and named properly. So now we're going to go on to the achievements, and I'm going to add 2 achievements because I'm going to have 2 ways of getting the achievement. One, we're going to do it when this new stone breaks and the new powder pops out of it. We're going to have the achievement popping up then, one of them. And we're also going to have an achievement when you craft a diamond from it, from the new powder and coal, as we did in the last episode. So the first thing we have to do this is to create the achievements. So let's put them here. Public static final, and it's achievement. Let's see if we can spell that right. Okay, and let's go for this is going to be the break achievement. So let's call it break achievement, and it's a new achievement. Now you want to give it an achievement. You need to give it an ID. I've been doing 500, 501. Let's put 510 just to be careful. The next thing is the internal name for it. So that's, I'm just going to call it the same as the object, break achievement. After that, you want the X and Y coordinates of the achievement on the achievement page. Now, if you remember, that was 00 for the open inventory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this achievement to the left of it. So I'm going to put X is -2 and Y is 0. That should be 2 places to the left. The next thing is the item that you're going to show up on the screen, so you know how at the top when it comes up the little book. So I'm going to do let's go for new powder. So the little red powder will come up when you get the achievement. And then the last argument in this constructor is either the achievement that you need before you make this one, or null. So null means that this achievement can be get right off the start. You don't need another achievement before it, but I'm going to show you how to do it with an achievement before it as well. So you want to go to the achievement list, which is the vanilla Minecraft achievements, and you want to get the achievement that you want to have this one rely on. So I'm going to do the open inventory because that's the one you get at the very start. So this achievement list or open inventory will put a green line from the open inventory chest to your new achievement that you're creating here. Now to make it show up, you want to register the achievement, and you can just do this here. Have I got everything? I need to import achievement before it'll let me do that. It's always handy to go and import all your stuff because then you can't see the little pop-up box if you don't do that. And there we go, register achievement. That puts it onto the achievement page. Register. I'm just gonna hit enter here so it's a little bit. No, I still can't really see it all. Okay, anyway, let's do the other one then. So this is going to be the achievement that is going to be the crafting achievement. So I'm just going to do the same. I don't need to explain this again, I don't think, apart from the slight differences that I'm going to do here. Crafting achievement equals new achievement 511 This is a crafting achievement. And I'm going to set it at -2, oops, it's still in the quotes, -2 and -2, and it'll be 2 places above there. Let's go and put new stone in that so that we have a difference between them. And this time I'm not going to put anything there, so it's going to be null. I need to register the achievement. So null will mean that there'll be no green line between any other achievements, and you'll be able to get this even before you open your inventory. That's a bit silly because to craft something you basically need to open your inventory because you need to create a crafting bench, but it's just to show that it can be done. Okay, so that's the achievements in. Now they don't have names or descriptions yet, so we need to go down and we need to do our string localization again, but there's a few lines of code here, so it's language registry again, it's the same thing, registry.instance. Wow, I'm having a lot of trouble spelling today. String localization, so this is going to be the achievement, so the achievements are under achievement dot, and then the name of the achievement, so I've got break achievement. This is the internal name, remember, of this. So that's achievement dot, and then the name you give to your internal name when you were creating your achievement up above on US. And this is going to be your value. What one? This is break. Break new stone. Okay, so that's the name of the achievement. Now, you also want a description that tells you, hey, you've done this or whatever. So to do almost the exact same thing. And then achievement dot break achievement. And then after that you want to put .desc for description. And that's what distinguishes between the title of the achievement and the description. You've got new powder by breaking this stone or something like that. Let's hope that's not too long. I don't know if it wraps round. Okay, so that's the first achievement. Now we need to do that for the second achievement as well. Language registry. Instances really give me problems here with the spelling today. Localization. So this time it's going to be achievement. Oops, achievement dot. And what did we call it? Crafting achievement. Okay. The language yet again. And craft diamonds. Because you make a diamond from the new powder and coal, if you haven't seen the previous video. And I'm going to put in the description for this. Language registry instance. Excellent. Did it this time. Localization. Okay, and yet again you want to put the DSC in the end for the description of the achievement. This is the language, and let's put in you've created diamonds from new powder. Exclamation mark. Okay, excellent. So that's all the names for the 2 achievements in. Now what we have to do is we have to find ways of getting the player to have the achievement, so you can't just, you can put them in, they'll be there, but there's no way to get them. So the first thing we're going to do, as I said, is make an achievement pop up when the player breaks the new stone block. So in here I'm just going to come and put a new method that overrides something from the block class, and it's called public void break block. Whoops, that's a bit of a mess there. And this takes the world, an x coordinate, a y coordinate, a z coordinate, and then this par5 and par6, which is metadata or something like that. I've never seen it being used. I'll need to import world because it's not in here yet. Come on. Okay. And in here, you want to give the player the stat. Now you need to get the player to give them the achievement. Now in some methods that you do, and some methods you see, you'll have the player in the method header. Now you can't do this here because the break block doesn't have that. So we're going to need to get the player from somewhere. Now unfortunately the only way that I have worked out personally just now, apart from working out the closest player to this block, or trying to work out who broke the block through some kind of wizardry, I just get the player list and take the first item. It's going to be single player, this mod at the moment. So player equals, and we want to get the player. Oh, what's going on here? Let's import entity player before we do anything. Come on, entity player. Okay, world dot, and it's going to be player entities, so it's a list, and to get something from the list you do dot get, and number 0 will be your single player person. And what have I done? Ah yeah, sorry. Before you do that, you have to cast it to an entity player, because what comes out of player entities is an object. So to cast it, you just put the type that you want inside brackets in front of it. So that's now a player. And then obviously you want to player dot, and to add an achievement you want to add stat. And then you give it the name of the achievement. So I need to go into my tutorial mod class and get the, what's the achievement called? Break achievement. And then there's a number after it, which I'm assuming is the amount. And I'm just going to keep it as 1 because the only thing I've ever seen is 1. Okay, so now when you break a block of new stone, you should get that achievement. And that achievement is the one that's tied into the open inventory. So the only thing we're going to do now is we're going to have an achievement that decides to come up when you craft something. So for this we need a new class. So I'm going to go and create one. And it's going to be, I'm going to call it a crafting handler. This also handles smelting as well. And you want to implement a class called iCrafting handler. Implements. It'll moan a bit about that, and then it'll give you a red line under here. You just want to add implemented methods here, and it'll give you the 2 methods you're looking for on crafting and on smelting. And this actually gives you the player, so you don't need to do this this whole list thing. So this will definitely work in multiplayer as well. For this, we're going to do on crafting. On smelting's almost the exact same. You just have to test for item IDs and stuff. So on crafting, you've got an item that you get. So you need to test if this item here, this item stack, and we're going to test if the item ID is the same as diamonds. So, I mean, if you had more than one thing that could create diamonds in your mod, then you're going to need to go further than this. But for now, we're just going to test if the item ID that we're crafting is diamonds, because I don't believe in vanilla Minecraft there's any way to craft diamonds apart from with a diamond block. And by the chances of that, by the time you get a diamond block, you've probably got this block and crafted it into diamonds anyway, because this is much easier to get than proper diamonds. And of course, this isn't a real mod. This wouldn't really work as a proper mod because it's all messed up. It's just for show and to demonstrate all the different things you can do. Okay, so if that equals to diamonds, so we need to go into the item class and grab a diamond and get the item ID from that. So that means if the item we've just crafted is a diamond, then you want to get the player and add the stat. And this is the crafting achievement. Why am I doing that? Why am I putting crafting achievement? And just give it 1 again. Okay, so there we go. 2 achievements, 2 different ways of creating achievements, and our tab that we've already tested, but I'm going to go onto the Minecraft game, and I'm going to make sure we get those achievements as usual, just to make sure that what I've said in the past, however long it's been, has been correct. I'm going to create a new world so that I can just fly about. Just creative, and I will set it up there. Let's see if I can spawn somewhere other than a thick forest. What's going on here? Something has happened with this. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I know what I've done. I've jumped the gun here. I've definitely jumped the gun. I'm so eager to go and test my stuff that I haven't registered this crafting handler. Okay, so let's go up here, and we need to create the crafting handler, so I'm just going to go below the creative tabs. What do I call it? Crafting handler. Okay, and then go into your load method. Game registry. Dot register crafting handler. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Let's undo that. Register. Oops. Register crafting handler. And there we go. That's better. Going a little bit too fast there. Okay, so just to reiterate what I just did there, you do need to create your crafting handler in your class and register it just like you've done with all your blocks and stuff. I just went and forgot about that there. That should now work. It's funny how when it does crash when you haven't put something in, it doesn't really tell you what's wrong. It just kind of sits there. That's the one annoying thing about it. Okay, let's create a new creative world. Why not? Let's hope this works now. I haven't missed anything else out. What is going on with this? I've added the things. What the? Okay, this has never happened before, so I'm going to have to go and try and fix this, and I will be back as soon as I've fixed it, and hopefully have a solution that I can share with you in case this happens to you as well. And we're back. Okay, so the reason that it was crashing was because of this here. For some reason, I think I have two versions of the Forge running. One that I test all the stuff before I come on and record it to make sure that it's going to work, and then I use this one to make the mod on the video and then run the stuff. Seems to be some kind of different version. I'm not sure what happened, but that seems to work on the old one, and I think it might have been updated, so that now doesn't work. That crashes it, so that's not going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and instead I'm just going to put that achievement into the crafting handler on the smelting thing, just so that we've got the two achievements there. So if item.item ID is equal to item dot, I think it's coal. Yep, dot item ID. Then I'm going to add the stat to the player there just so that we can get that achievement as well. I'm not going to bother changing the name of it. I'm just going to call it break achievement. But I'm going to go into our test mod tutorial mod class, and I'm going to change the thing so that it actually says something. Use smelted new powder into coal. Okay, so that player entities thing doesn't seem to work anymore. So what I'll do is during the time that this video comes out and the next video, I'll try and work out how to do it now, how it's done now, and if I manage to do it, I will tell you in the next video and see if I can work out, what to do with it. It's kind of strange, but oh well. Anyway, let's just get this done and go on and check the achievements in. So this should work, although hopefully that has not completely messed up the Minecraft. So this is going to spawn now. It should do. It's got further than it's gone before, so I'm assuming that this is going to work. Just taking its time. There we go. Right, okay. So that break block thing doesn't seem to work anymore. Not sure why. I mean, I tested it about a couple hours before I came on the video, but according to the internet, it's now doesn't work. Oh, look at that. It's quite lucky. Okay, anyway, let's go and get all this stuff. So I need decoration blocks for the crafting bench, and the furnace. The materials, I'm going to need a coal to smelt with. I'm going to need a few more coal actually to turn into diamonds. I need some. Oh yeah, I forgot it's in my. It's in my tutorial tab. I need some new powder. And that should be it. Yep, should be fine. Okay, so I need to put it on survival so that I can. Okay, so let's stick the crafting bench down and my furnace. Let's go for the crafting one first. So if I remember right, it was 1 with 3 coal anywhere. No, did I change it? Is it the other way about? What's the crafting range for? There we are. 1 and 3. And boom, there we go. So that's the craft diamonds. And if we go to the achievement page, you will see that one there. Sorry, that one there is the one we got. You've created diamonds from new powder. Yay! Right, so that one was the one that was on its own. Now you can see where the dependencies come from the taken inventory. So now, if we smelt powder into new coal, we should get new powder into coal. We should get the other one. Just have to wait a few seconds. And there we go. So you get it when you take it out of the chest. Okay, so that's got both the achievements. And you can see it stopped flashing now. Okay, excellent. So I'm glad I got that sorted. And I will try and work out how to do it with the code that's now for the next video. So what we've done in this video, we've created a tutorial tab to keep all your items and blocks from your mod together for people to easily get to in creative mode. And we've created 2 achievements, one that you can get from smelting, one we can get from crafting, and we failed to get the breaking the block working. But as I said, I'll try and get that done working. Next tutorial, again, like last time, there's a few things I can do, but I'm trying to get a custom chest or container or something with a GUI coming up. It's the problem that I've got with it is that the code that used to happen for it, used to use for it, is much different to the code that you use now, and it's a pain trying to transfer it over. So I haven't done anything like that since 1 point something or other. And it's taken a lot longer than I expected to get it to translate so that I can actually use it for 1.6.2. So hopefully I'll get that done, and if it is done, I will start the custom container in next week's episode. I don't know how much I'll get done of it because it is quite a big job, but I will at least hope to start it next week. If not, I will get something else done, and then I will look to upload the container whenever it's done instead of just waiting for the weekly thing. I'll just update it when I get it done. Yep, I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.